In your science book on page 360, sum it up. Write the vocabulary term that matches the picture and caption. Number 1. This graph takes up space and has mass. Guys, anything that takes up space and has mass, what do we call it? I'll give you two options, volume or matter. Excellent, matter. Number 2, the blue color is a characteristic of the kite. So, is color one of the physical properties? Excellent, so we should write physical property, okay? Number 3, this manatee has a large amount of matter. What can be your answer? I will give you two options, volume or mass. Excellent, mass. So when we are talking about the amount of matter, so we are talking about something which is called mass. This umbrella takes up a lot of space. What can be your answer? Temperature or volume? Excellent, volume. Number 5, this thermometer tells how hot it is today. This is a tool to measure what? To measure the volume, to measure the mass, or to measure the temperature? Excellent, temperature. So we're gonna write temperature. On page 361, wordplay. Write 4 words from the box to complete this word web about the physical properties of matter. We have 6 words in the word bank, but we have 4 blanks, so we're gonna choose 4 out of 6. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1, mass. Is it a physical property? Excellent. What about volume? Excellent. What about thermometer? No, it's a tool. It's a measuring tool. It's not a physical property. What about color? Yes, it's one of the physical properties. What about milliliters? No, it's a unit to read the volume of liquids, okay? It's not a physical property. It's just a unit. What about temperature? Excellent. Temperature is one of the physical properties of matter. On page 362, in questions 2 to 4, write the name of the measurement tool you would use. Let's start with number 2. We have 3 units, right? Degrees Celsius, milliliters, and grams. These are different units for measuring. Let's start with number 2, degrees Celsius. We have 2 cups of juice. This one is colder than this one. So, are we describing the volume or temperature? Excellent, so we are describing the temperature of this liquid. So, is one drink colder than the other? Yes. Okay, what is the measurement tool that you would use to measure the temperature? Excellent, thermometer. What about number 3? Which cup holds the most liquid? Actually, we can measure the mass and the volume of liquids. What should I use? Pan balance or graduated cylinder? I can measure the mass and I can measure the volume of liquids. So what should I write in the blank? Graduated cylinder or pan balance? The answer is graduated cylinder. Do you know why? Because the unit or the used unit is milliliters. So because of the given unit, which is milliliters, you have to use the graduated cylinder so you can measure the volume of liquids. Number 4, we have 2 glasses. One of them is a glass of milk and the other one is a glass of punch. Does a glass of milk have more matter than a glass of punch? Hold on. Should I measure the volume of these liquids? Or should I measure the mass of these liquids? Which measurement tool should I use? Actually, you have to look at the given unit, which is grams. This unit is used to read the mass of liquids, not the volume of liquids. So what is the measurement tool that you would use it to measure the mass of these liquids? Graduated cylinder or pan balance? Excellent, pan balance. When you have liquids, you can measure the volume of them and you can measure the mass of them. But how can you know the right answer? How? By looking at the used unit. If it's milliliters, so we are talking about volume of liquids. If it's grams, so we are talking about mass of liquids. On the same page, number 5, choose an object in your classroom. Write as many physical properties as you can to describe it. Let's take an example, which is the top of your desk. How can you describe the top of your desk? Is it hard? Yes, so hardness. We are talking about this physical property, which is hardness. Is it smooth or rough? Excellent, it's smooth. What about the temperature of it? Is it hot or cold? It's cold. Excellent. And you can describe the color, you can describe the texture, everything, okay?